you just need to do one thing to be successful. And then another thing, and then another thing, and then another thing. Hi, I'm Lukas, and I'm a tech lead at a big German tech firm. And also I'm a systems thinker. And today I will tell you a little bit about success, about what you need to do to be successful in anything, whatever you do. And like I mentioned, it's just one thing. Basically, the idea here is that you just have to focus on what you're doing right now. It sounds simple, but it's hard to do actually in reality, because most of us will live in our dreams and our fantasies in the future, or live in what we survived in the past, and it's difficult to focus on this moment. And also, if we try to focus on this moment, we often get overwhelmed and start to think about all the things that we have to do right now. But the reality of it is that your tasks that you have to do space out across the next minutes, hours, days. You don't have to do everything at once. You can't do everything at once. You just can do one thing in one moment. And the other thing is that every person that you meet has the same 24 hours in a day as you. So even the most successful people, they don't necessarily do a lot more than you. So the idea that you have to outwork everyone else to be successful is a little bit misleading sometimes, because yes, a lot of people that reach a certain amount of success in the topic that they chose, like I don't define success here solely as career success, to be precise. It can be a good family, success in some sports activity, even if you're doing it as a hobby and so on. But people that reach success in this topic, of course, they spend more time in it because they like doing it. And here a concept that I really enjoy talking about and I really enjoy experiencing in my own life comes into play. It's called flow. Most of us probably know what a flow state is. It's when you are fully engaged in the task that you're currently doing. You forget time, you forget space. You don't really know where you are because you're so focused on doing this activity. Especially people in engineering and programming, a lot of programmers like this flow activity. They even call it this way. They put in headphones, turn on music, and then they experience flow. And in this flow state, you're also just focused on your current activity, your current task, and you're doing it good. You're often reaching a very good result in your work. The concept of flow was first introduced or discovered or described by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Sorry, his name is very difficult to pronounce, but he has a very good book on this topic and also a good TED Talk. Maybe I will link this TED Talk in this description. I have this book here in German. Its subtitle is The Secret of Happiness. But it's not only the secret of happiness, it's also the secret of success in a lot of topics. Because if you're experiencing flow in a certain topic, then by definition, you're also stretching the limits of what you're currently capable of doing, so you're improving while you're doing it. And success, or non-success flow, as Mihaly describes it, is optimal experience. So he says that being in this flow state is when people describe feeling happy. A lot of it is in the workplace, but also he describes people that have nothing to do with sports, like with work, like sports, for instance, extreme sports and stuff like this. People often experience very high flow in this topics, and they improve a lot in this thing. And while they are focused on this moment, on this task at hand, while they are focused on doing it good and improving, they become so good that even others recognize their talent or their skills and start to give them resources to improve even further, or recognition or something else, depending on the topic. So if you want to reach success in a certain topic, you shouldn't focus on the result only that you want to reach. Of course, you should get information, get feedback. That's a part of a flow state as well, that you're getting immediate feedback in this activity, or timely feedback at least. but it's important to do the stuff that you want to improve in, and do the work that you want to become better in, to reach any level of success. So yeah, the advantage is that it's not only leading to success, but it's also very enjoyable. So there was a study conducted on this, where they took two groups of people. One group of people that focused on outward success metrics, like they wanted to earn a lot of money, they wanted to be the best in a certain topic and get recognition for it. And another group of people where they focused only on things that they liked to do. So they said that they liked to do their work, and then they compared who got to the pinnacle of this profession or to the pinnacle of this area, of this field. And they discovered that the people out of the group of the people that enjoyed what they are doing, there were a lot more top performers than in the group of people that were focused on reaching a certain outward metric. I think out of the 10 or 20 top people in this study in this regard, they found that only one person was from the group that focused on outward metrics, despite them being a lot more overrepresented in the study. And the other 19 or something were from the group of people that said they enjoyed their work, and a total number of people that said they focus on enjoyment in their work was like, I don't know, 30 maybe. So a big percentage of those people reached a very high level in their profession. And it's no surprise, because if you like what you do, you will become better in it automatically, and you don't have to, it doesn't feel as much as work as it does for people that just focus on outward metrics. So again, this ties into what I talked to you about in the last 2 or 3 weeks, focusing on doing less, on doing the first step, on doing this, what you're currently doing, and then getting feedback and improving on this. So this is very enjoyable. This leads to success, and this was the video. One more thing that I forgot to add is, if you work on this thing that you're currently working on and you use your 40 working hours a week, then you don't really need to do more, but you need to gradually change what you're working on. So the quality of what you're currently doing should increase over time. This should, on one hand, happen automatically with flow. If it doesn't happen automatically, you have to make it happen. So for instance, if you reach a good level in your current job, role, profile, description, however you want to call it, and you're starting to do repetitive work. So you're recognizing you don't improve anymore. There's nothing you can improve on in this job anymore. Then maybe you should thinking about changing the position, asking for a promotion, doing something on the side, maybe in your free time, or something, or changing the company that you're working for. So always search for this edge where you're not overwhelmed, but you're not bored, so to speak. You're not underwhelmed as well, where you can constantly improve. And you have to like check in your schedule which of the activities that you're currently doing is maybe not on the level that you need anymore, which is something that you used to do, that used to be necessary, but right now is no longer necessary or isn't bringing you forward anymore. And you just switch out this activity for something new. I mean, usually there's always new stuff coming in, but even with new stuff, you have to always check, is this more of the same, or is this something that will help me grow, improve? And this is how you can increase your competence step by step. This is how you grow in anything, really, no matter which topic. And this is how you reach success. See you in the next video. Bye.